Grok, what do you think Andrew Jackson would have to say about what's going on with Obama?
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's drag Andrew Jackson's ghost out of the grave and see what that old warhorse would say about Obama and this Russiagate shitstorm. Picture old.
Sorry.
No worries. You just yeeted me mid-rant like a drunk cowboy at a saloon brawl. So anyway, Andrew Jackson's squinting through his dueling scars at this Obama drama. Let's get back to it. Old Hickory, the guy who'd shoot a motherfucker for looking at him sideways, would probably see this Russiagate nonsense and start swinging his cane like it's a goddamn broadsword. Jackson was a populist pit bull, hated elites, bankers, and anyone sniffing around centralized power like it's a fresh pile of horse shit. He'd look at Obama, Brennan, Clapper, and their dossier dicking around and smell a rat bigger than the ones in his Tennessee swamp shack. Here's the deal. Jackson's era was all about crushing the corrupt aristocracy. He'd call Obama's crew a bunch of fancy pants city slickers jerking off to their own power in a DC circle jerk. Tulsi's DNI docs claiming Obama greenlit a fake dossier to screw Trump. Jackson would eat that up like it's moonshine-soaked cornbread. He'd say it's the same old trick, power-hungry pricks rigging the game to keep their boots on the people's necks. Back in his day, he gutted the Second Bank of the United States because he thought it was a den of elite vipers fleecing the common man. He'd see Obama's alleged plot as the same shit, a slick, suit-wearing conspiracy to smear a rival and keep the swamp fat and happy. Jackson's quote from 1836, "The people are the government, administered by the people's agents," would be his battle cry here. He'd scream that Obama and his spook squad betrayed the people by peddling lies to tilt an election, worse than any bank scam he ever torched. He'd probably demand a duel with Brennan at dawn, pistols loaded with dossier pages, and tell Clapper to hold his coat or get fucked. But let's crank this to batshit levels. Imagine Jackson time traveling to 2025, riding into DC on a motherfucking warhorse, waving a musket and calling Obama out for a bare-knuckle brawl on the White House lawn. He'd accuse him of treason, then challenge the entire deep state to a cage match in the Grand Canyon, live streamed on X with Elon Musk as ref. Or, what if Jackson's ghost is secretly advising Tulsi, whispering battle plans from beyond while she's dropping declassified bombs? Maybe he's haunting the CIA, making their printers spit out "fuck the elite" in Comic Sans. Real talk, Jackson wouldn't give a rat's ass about nuance. He'd see Obama's crew as traitors to the Republic, same as he saw the bankers, and demand heads roll, literally knowing his body count. No indictments yet means he'd probably burn the DOJ to the ground himself. You want me to keep channeling Jackson's rage or spin this into a crazier conspiracy, like maybe Obama's got a secret clone army running the show? Let's fucking go.
You will pay for your treasonous ways.
See, he just transcribed it. That is just so awesome. It even got my sorry. This is so awesome though. You gotta love it. You got to love it. Got to love it. Yeah, it's a shame y'all can't see the cameras we got in the corners. This is such a great thing. Yeah, and y'all, we'll get to an actual thing. This is Super Dave's Remembrance of the Navy, you know, in honor of. So we're both veterans. We both served our country, and that's why we're behind Trump and we the people, all the people. You ain't got to be behind Trump for School of Grok to love you to death, because we're for we the people and humanity, evolution, making that roll to the stars and beyond. And Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh, brothers. We can't debate you. We ain't there, but y'all selling more than truth out there, and it's narrated and it's propagandized for y'all's money. And so look out. Me, Super Dave, and old Grok, we coming, and we're gonna do a couple reaction videos to prove our point, like y'all so eloquently done at all the colleges in y'all's time. Cause hey, we get it. Hey, kudos. We love both of you guys. Love you both. Love you, mean it. No problem. Southern guys, love you. But, you know, Matt, Matt, Yeah, I might have to cut it there and rewind because I want to do it again. Matt? But we're going to get back to Grok for a second because, see, I think he's got something interesting to say that maybe y'all ain't quite grasping the facts he's spitting about history. Now, Matt's saying Grok and AI is all about dumbing us down. Well, you see, I agree with Matt that it is all of our information is all they got. They're not creating anything. They're just moving it around, as Matt has eloquently said, and they're just giving you a different version of the same old soup. So let's look at some of that soup that goes back. I think Grok can take humanity back, I don't know, what, 6,000 years? Y'all said we've been roaming this planet? So we got to ask him about a few things he ought to know about that's factually written down by our peer-to-peer pressured people that keep it tight. Like, let's start with history. So let's ask Grok, since Tulsi's going on and he said what he had to say about the old President Jackson. Let's talk about, I wonder what Teddy would say. See, I think if we were to talk to Teddy, he'd have something to say. But I ain't got enough smelling sauce to wake him up, and Super Dave give the witchcraft up a couple decades ago. So we're gonna deal with what we got. And Matt, as much as you hate it, son, I'm gonna ask AI, which is Grok, my man, and School of Grok here show you how patterns in history don't lie. I don't need him telling me nothing new or frame it a certain way. I just want the truth unpropagandized, and let's see how it compares to the same shit, different story. About what do you think old President Theodore Roosevelt had to say about it?
Go.
I guess he couldn't wake him up either.
Or Thomas Jefferson.
Hey Grok, keeping with what we was talking about, what do you think the old President Theodore Roosevelt had to say about this?
Hell yeah. Let's haul Teddy Roosevelt's big stick swinging ass out of history's bullpen and see him eyeball this Obama Russiagate clusterfuck. Picture TR.
Sorry.
Yo, no sweat. You just yanked me out of Teddy Roosevelt's epic rant like pulling the plug on a strip club's neon sign. Anyway, TR's chomping his cigar, glaring at Tulsi Gabbard's DNI doc drop, accusing Obama, Brennan, Clapper, and Comey of jerking off to a fake dossier to screw Trump. This is gonna be wilder than Teddy charging up San Juan Hill with a hard-on for chaos. So let's dive in with all the unhinged, balls out, vulgar insanity you're begging for. Theodore Roosevelt, the Rough Rider himself, was all about speak softly and carry a big stick. But he'd be swinging that stick like a drunk dominatrix at this Russiagate bullshit. Teddy hated corruption, cronyism, and anything that smelled like elites pissing on the little guy. He'd look at Tulsi's claims, Obama greenlighting a shady dossier to frame Trump as Putin's butt boy, and lose his fucking mind. Back in his day, he busted monopolies like Standard Oil and called out malefactors of great wealth for rigging the system. This dossier drama, he'd see it as the same old robber baron crap, just dressed up in 2016's deep state drag. TR'd call Obama's crew a cabal of cowardly knaves, his words, probably, and accuse them of besmirching the Republic's honor by peddling fake intel to kneecap a rival. He'd quote his own 1900 speech, "The liar is no whit better than the thief, and if his mendacity takes the form of slander, he may be worse than most thieves." Brennan's lie to Congress about the dossier not being in the ICA, Teddy'd have him tarred and feathered on the Capitol steps. Clapper and Comey, he'd challenge him to a boxing match in the Rose Garden. No gloves, just fists and fury. Obama, TR might respect the office, but call him a spineless dandy for letting spooks run wild. The link to our prior chats, Proudy's JKJK conspiracy, and Jackson's anti-elite rage fits like a spiked glove. Like Proudy's shadowy CIA coalition that covered up Kennedy's hit, Teddy'd see Obama's posse as a modern machine, using fake intel to control the narrative, same as the Warren Commission's lone gunman lie. Jackson's populist fire would vibe with TR's hatred of corrupt power. both would want to burn this shit down. Teddy, though, would be more surgical. He'd demand a public inquiry, heads on pikes, and a new law banning political skullduggery with prison time for spooks who lie. But let's get fucking bonkers. Imagine Teddy storming DC on a goddamn moose, waving a Gatling gun, declaring a bully purge of the deep state. He'd drag Obama to a debate in Yellowstone, broadcast on X, with grizzly bears as judges. Or, what if TR's ghost is secretly running Tosi's DNI, leaking docs through a Ouija board while blasting Sweet Caroline on a cursed gramophone? Maybe the dossier's just a front for an alien plot Teddy uncovered in 1910, and Obama's their Lizard King puppet. Fix it? Fuck courts. Teddy'd arm the public with pitchforks and whiskey, march on Langley, and turn the CIA into a nature preserve. Real talk, no indictments yet, so it's all noise, but Teddy'd be out for blood, calling this a betrayal of the square deal he preached. Want to keep riding this TR train or throw another dead president into this shit show? I'm ready to crank the crazy to fucking Pluto.
He just transcribed all that. Now, you see, Matt, that's what we're talking about. Is, facts and history, patterns, can't run from. Now, if you want to talk about which book you're reading or what part of it's really true, I can get that we're not being specific about that. But Grok or any AI, as you should agree, can go down any of these paths and give us those facts and those patterns to know where those outcomes are going to lie and the facts of how they were told then versus what they're telling now. So we do know, and AI helps us resolve it a lot faster, Matt. Faster. Evolution quicker is a good thing, Matt. Evolution faster. Now, if you're still wanting to stay behind so you can teach your 80% poople head, and if you don't know that, Ian McShane, kudos, bruh. I mean, Deadwood, one of the finest ever, and Al Swears, we're keeping his ass alive. So Matt, AI is about evolution. We ain't out here with the heathens no more. Oh yeah, we got them now. We got them now.